Hi, this is architect Badrinath.
Namaste, this is architect Prerna, and we have a practice called Studio Ardete based out of Chandigarh. So let us take you through our office.
So here we are. This is the reception area. We have like this nice lit space where, so the whole idea was when we started doing this particular thing, because as designer you do so many things, and what we wanted was to keep it as elemental as possible. That's why the most things are like raw, unfinished, directly from the quarry, how we have brought them up, put together to create these panels, and all these things is like a gentle concrete which feels like very natural, and everything and this endless space in the ceiling moves as if like they're like coins that are moving.
In the space which takes your attention and makes you feel invited because it goes somewhere. It does not stop. So this very charm that where it is going is one wants to enter.
So here we have conference rooms on the ground floor, informal areas around this place, and this is one place wherein it connects to the studio, where it has
this is one of our most favorite space in the office, and whole our team sits over here. We have very nice town halls, events, functions. We are also hosting many of the architecture students and institutes for their events here, and this is also one place which is like a flexible sitting. So if you have a laptop and you don't want to work on your station, you can come here, sit, or if you have team meeting, you are doing a meeting here. Plus it's also very interesting because how you see all videos from here, people working, it's very interesting. So this is our workspace. It is almost the full length of the plot that we had. So it's about 2,000 square feet of studio which houses the major team over here. There'll be a breakout area here soon. And this is also one reason that we all wanted to sit together, because in the early office we were split in floors, and here we all together watching each other and watching the sun changing its light throughout the day, enjoying the rains. Outside this area we have an outdoor area where we can have outside sitting. Suppose the weather is good, we want to sit outside and work, and we have the sitting and we can do the working. So one of the area that we love to be here all the time.
So this is our workspace, work studio, where we have both the workstations here, and the interesting part is the amount of light that we get from the back side as well as the front side, where we can see this entire horizon, entire width of the plot, and how we can even see the light which is far across. So the whole interesting part of this office is also to have like layers of glass where it can let light into the deeper parts of the building. And once it had from both sides, literally it feels as if this entire building is lit.
So we had a very large wall and we were quite skeptical for a long time what to do. And then an artist came up with the idea of paper mesh. So it's like a melted paper casted on a mesh and then fired. And then there's a very fine technique of getting this lighting done, which cannot be seen from different angles. It can only be seen from the front angle. And this provides the right canvas for us on our Zoom meetings or our meetings, and I think it is what I can correlate the whole space with. And we have our little two musketeers in the office, our sweetheart Popcorn, and we have another Scooby in the office, and they bring the life to us.
So here, this is a conference room where we have a very nice rugged table, and at the same time we have a couch. So it's more about how offices like clients need more space than a standard table. It's also about having how small little things that can add value.
Comfort to the... So it's more like that the whole space has the table and the console as the art pieces. Through the story rotates, and then we have ancillary spaces. If there's extra meeting, if there's an old person in the meeting, or the meeting stretches for long hours, we have some type of relax in the area. So a lot of details had gone into understanding. The whole system is acoustically isolated so that the outer voices do not enter in once you're doing the meeting. The doors are airtight doors, so kind of that way. And then this is the main center of our building, through which everything has happened. So let me take you to the mandir.
So this is the client lounge. So basically this brings it to a different, where we always wanted to have a relaxing place for a client, and where there's a small piano in a room. And it was more about where we can have more conversations. So where the clients can, like they can be more like as they're at home to express what they want and what they
Sometimes construction cannot be an easy task for people, because there is finance, there is desires, there are constraints, there is families, there are medical issues, and sometimes a lot of things that pile up. Plus it is also a little unorganized industry. So people go through a lot of realms of problems through them, and then where it is more important, not as an architect but as a person, to understand and make them come out of it, to be able to understand the psychology and psychic of the given situation and give a rightful solution. And that meetings do not need a table, it needs an environment, and this environment we could build in. Plus I think we could create a space where, like Badri said, we could unwind our desires and keep it in front of an architect very simply and easily, like a family. So it's more like a family lounge. We have a nice piano to cheer up the mood. So we have some nice jam sessions over here, and a nice pianist comes and we are just partying all. We have a very beautiful aquarium. And this lounge also acts as a lounge to a hidden space. Let us show you. So this is like a small studio apartment that we have tried to create. There is one bedroom and there is a connecting lounge with a washroom. So this also space is for a lot of our associates and people who belong to us, who especially travel to Ardete, just come over for the meeting and go back. So you can spend over your night. Airport is nearby, take a flight and go. So it's a very subtle, muted, just a little artwork, just the right blend of whatever is required.
So this is our play area, wherein like this is our cafeteria. This also works as a training room. So this is one area where we can ideate, create, unwind. So it's called like our backspace, like how a keyboard has a backspace where we clear up all our thoughts, what has been written. So that's how it has been named. And where we can have different set of games to play. We have a nice TT table.
We have a dart, we have a we have a volleyball, we have a half basketball court, we have a full-size pickleball court. So it's like always on during lunch hours at post office. It is filled with people. And there's in-house cafeteria in the kitchen in the office. So we have like a very curated menu for that. So that's served to the clients and also to our team members. So we can order whenever we need from that. Plus, let's take you to the court, basketball court.
So here we call this place as arena. So this is our space where we can. So most of them, technically, it's like we have a full-size pickleball court. So but mostly we play. It's a multi-sport court. So we play basketball and volleyball, because I think that's the most inclusive sport, where there can be so many people together playing at thing together. And that's how like this space lights up during the day and in the evening. And this entire floor is like an unwind floor where we get together and do everything. And like this building is a LEED Platinum certified building, where we produce more than 50% of our energy. So we have this thanks to our solar panels, which actually help us produce more than 50% of energy in house.
We also, on Republic Day and Independence Day, we have a flag hosting at this space. So we have our own special emblem standing here for us. And we, in our terms, we can only thanks to Bharat for giving us the right education and platform, so we could create on this land what could bring Ardete its form.
When we wanted to do this facade, it was all about what could be the possible ways of doing it. As an architect, we did quite a lot of things. So it all started with this little one tree, which actually was, we were trying to protect it during the construction, because it was very easy to take it away, and we just wanted to keep it. And this whole idea, and it's actually when we made this entire thing, it actually came into the center of the building. So this itself probably was a signal to us when we said that, okay, why can't we explore the idea of having this tree extension onto the building? And that's how it came up, where we can have those small little balconies that pop up into it, and this entire structure which feels as if like it's an urban tree, like a building which is like a tree, and it actually has petals that move into it, and it has a sense of moving. And that, I think, was something that really nice happened to it, and thanks to the nice windows which lets in that filtered light. Because one big reason why we always wanted a cover was the kind of the urban context we are in. We had like a lot of row of white buildings in the front, which is like a huge block, and there was a lot of light that comes from the southwest light that falls onto the building, and that makes it look much brighter, and it creates this unwanted glare while working. So we wanted to cut it off in a very beautiful way, and I think this screen has helped us in a very subtle way to cut it off and add a lot of value.
I think it took a lot of time for us to understand how to make it into reality. So at Ardete, we normally create, think, and then think about how do we do it. And it has always been the most interesting and exciting journey to us. It took us, I think, 40 designs to come at a design which we all said yes in one go, and then we had to hunt for different materials, go through it. So it was a very hard journey, even taking care of the wind, and the colors were chosen in particular way. This facade is now one outlook that we feel that this is our identity to the world.